Turn 84. So they retook the city and killed the spear there. Nine-year walls doesn't seem great. Pop-up is about the 15-year-old. She can go exploring. That's great until our guy gets ill. She can become cunning. Or she can immediately become a commander. Commander's pretty weak as a secondary. I think we're going to send her exploring. We are technically, via Scholar, inquisitive. So let's send her exploring. It's also the one with legitimacy on it. Okay. All right. That's the spear. He's got his 8 strength unit showing up. And we need to decide where we want to try to hold. We have a lot of things we'd like to do. All right, barracks, range, building spearmen seems fine. Got both our chariots out, also seems fine. Throwing up some walls in here seems optimistic. That one maybe finishes, depends how aggressively we defend it. That's done. I'm not sure we're gonna need decrees next turn. Do we grab this? Maybe. Could rush it with gold too, not terrible. Nine workers this turn. So I want that, and I need barracks and ranges in both these cities. Nothing stops me from building barracks right now. Is there possibly a wonder I want? Not really. Although I could just start some more for points. Ones I want are at Lego culture. Okay. Alright, so are we looking to upgrade these? These are going to be expensive upgrades. Probably 200 to upgrade to our unique unit each. Got a lot of cash and a lot of resources, which is nice. Took the state religion too, if I recall correctly. And a Lux. So straight into a stronghold. It's this or grab that. I think we'll grab that. Grab a barracks. Grab a barracks. Could go straight into a stronghold, could go for barracks. Let's go straight into a stronghold. Thing is, this city needs something to do. Seems weird to build super inefficient military units out of the city when other cities have better military production. Although even with 2 barracks, oh, it's only 1 barracks up in here. I see. Bring that worker over. Too bad we want them all in that area. This city should be super fast to build things though. Like maybe we start quarry here. And then in 2 turns come further and build a barracks or whatever. Hasn't respawned yet, annoyingly. That still needs an upgrade, but it's not super critical. This is missing ranges, so we should build those. Where's the... right there. Okay. Not developing culture, so I can't rush the walls. I think getting that online is pretty nice. Also gets the worker safe. It's kind of a greedy rush. But I like the local civics in the city. It's just super good for rushing those decrees. Such a nice improvement when they're done. Alright, 32 actions remain. That's not all my workers. I've got 3 workers left? Seriously? Holy crap. Okay. We need 2nd barracks in here. I think I have to go 1st barracks in here. Do we need lavender? That's not lavender, that's incense. Do we need incense anywhere? We need wine, dyes, honey, olives, and pearls. We don't need incense, particularly. There's horses there for an order. I think I need a specialist in this city, though. Although it could very easily be a mine specialist or a horse specialist. Just need something for the city to do. I think it's barracks here. And we'll go Citadel, grab the fur. Don't really want to build population. These are not helpful for us. 22 turn settler or 14-year worker. No. Maybe a 7 turn spear is okay. Spear's still useful. Opponents Egypt, all their units are horses. Alright. And then we have 1 more worker left. Who we moved over here optimistically and now need to move back. So, okay. Looks pretty good. Right, we have gems that are tradable. I think we want to send them to Valencia. And why were we sending salt to Rome? At some point we cared about its culture. I don't think that's now though. Hope I have the action points for this. 19 remain. Okay. Still 30 years to get to the next tier of culture? My god. Why so? I mean, I guess. We now have a new military governor available, or rather, champion family governor available. I don't think we ever owned that city, so I'm not sure that counts against us, although it might. Losing this city is going to be a little bit more painful. Do I wait here and counterattack if they push? I've got a chunk of promotions here. We're in pretty nice terrain for defense, which is all this forest. It's very good versus range. We're pretty far away. There's a city that blocks zone of control. It's not the worst. I do want to hide the chariots. Possibly stick a spear in that city. Pretty close to what we want, which is good because we're pretty close to out of orders. Anything else we can do in here? Okay. This unit should have moved. But we did get all of our workers doing something useful. Didn't take promotions here. That wants to heal. That doesn't have a promotion. Wait, yes it does. Combat 3, we'll take that. That is a nasty unit. Maybe a little loose with the orders. Okay, let's send it back. Oh, a couple more. Looks like a couple more things we have to assign. So the city finished a spear that we're not moving this turn. Could upgrade horses or elephants. Could grab some more units. Could build a very expensive, very slow military unit. Doing citizenship. We're doing citizenship. Why? Because we are looking for what? Seriously, why did we do citizenship? Oh, because we want horsemen. That's right. City doesn't have horses. Has elephants though, and camel archers, which we have the tech for. Oh, we don't have camels. We have elephants here. Do I have camels somewhere? Camel archers would be pretty solid in this matchup. I just don't know if I have camels. All of my beasts of burden seem to be horses, deer, elephants, cattle. I don't see them. Foxes. Yeah, I don't see it. So, do I want an elephant for any reason? They can occasionally be useful. I can only build them from here. Sure, we'll build a 9-turn war elephant. What could go wrong? Okay, we got tons of cash, but not a lot to do with it. I think we can rush. So what are our leaders? We've got, for governors, can hurry project with orders. We're definitely out of orders. The hero, surprisingly, can even be a leader. That's based on courtier. Builders just build improvements faster. Scholars don't do anything with rushing. Don't have a governor there. Judges rush with money, but we've already rushed. No governor here. We've got a diplomat governor there, which is standing but not rushing, and no governor. Is there even a city here? And this city doesn't even have a name. I wonder where this city went. Building a bireme. It does supposedly have a governor who is a judge. So we can rush specialists here. We've got fur up. Could rush some military specialists, or we could rush horses for more orders. Let's throw one of these in. More orders can be very nice. Okay. And let's send that back. All right, turn 85. Bunch of promotions. He's not pushed forward. Interesting. He's currently capturing that. We can prevent this capture if we want by just throwing a unit in there. And if it's a horse unit, I can move in and move out again. It will prevent the capture. It's one of the things I really don't like about capturing this game. I think you should need to occupy it for your turn end. But I'm not in a rush for that quite yet. How's this city count? 3, 4, 7. 3 strong. It's kind of a lot of culture. Okay, so what this turn? Any workers? 2. Finished the Acropolis, which is generating half an order per city with the Forum, which I believe is all of my cities right now. The exception maybe of this city. I wonder if I should have just started a forum instead of these walls. Anyway. Maybe instead of this city as well. Oh, this one has a forum. So do I see it here? I must, right? It's civics, orders. 0.3 from 3 citizens. Is that just like 3 unworking citizens? It looks like it. Do I have any specialists? I've never looked at that before. Yeah. So if I go to this city, which has two citizens. Well, that's a weird number, because that says 3 citizens, which we definitely don't have 3 citizens. We have 2 special. Oh, maybe it's the citizen that's being employed to make the gardener count. Okay. All right, so what are we doing? We are building our citadel, of course. 2 workers here. This is where I should have left myself notes. For me, it's been like 30 hours or something since I played this game last. I have no friggin' idea what I was doing. I know we just lost the city back. We got counter pushed off. We were consolidating forces, looking to upgrade into our next tier of unit, which is coming but not here yet. Running some spears to the front. Looks like I want some more resources. Anything I'm particularly low on? Not really. We have really good income on resources. I think we're swapping settlers into worker because we're going full offense here. And looks like we finished this. We want to run this unit back if we can. Okay. I don't understand why this hasn't expired yet. I guess maybe it never expires. All right, are we going the decree route? I mean, obviously we're going to build decrees, but question is, do I want it this turn? Probably. 2 turns off, improving that. We're at peace with Thracians. And we are building, I should mark a couple of these. I remember this was on the way to build more barrackses. Any pop-ups that we left for ourselves? No. We just started state religion though, right? So we'd also like to spread the religion if we can. The only place we can build disciples is the cap. I really don't want to do that. We just dumped a bunch of culture into Valencia to set up for getting strong standing in that zone, or in that city rather. Finished our forum in here. They're building spears. Okay. How is the family doing? We're doing fine. Kids 16 and exploring. Kids 20. Can we tutor in exploring? We cannot tutor someone who's exploring. That is a questionable thing then. All right, do we have other kids to tutor in our setup? We don't. Okay. I'm not even aware. I'm not even sure I knew that our brother's wife died. And I don't know why the fuck we haven't bothered to have kids. We should have definitely done that. Okay. All right, biremes for moving reinforcements. Settlers for workers. Just these 2 workers need to be assigned. All right, I'm sure I'm forgetting something here. That's our citadel. So we have all 3 of the military buildings built in the city. There's wine out there, but I don't want to upgrade it in the cap particularly. We're building towards legendary. Are there urban improvements that we'd like? Probably we want, what are they called? Towns. Is an Odeon available? Or 2 of 2 for each of the ranges. So it is just the hamlets in this city. So no for that. We went with single religion, I believe. So there's not multiple shrines either. So is there another wonder we want to grab? Why is the museum giving us plus 4.5? I understand 50% of 9, but why do we have such high science in here? Ah, specialists. Pretty good standing here. She's in love with us. That's going to be bad when she falls out of love with us in a minute. Are we currently married? Yes. And our families are fairly happy, and we own the ambassador. We lost our chancellor, or haven't had one in a while. So we could get a judge in here. That's the other thing we were doing, weren't we? We were getting governors going. Are we missing anyone governors? We have a governor available here. Doesn't add a lot. I feel like we lost a bunch of builders. Barracks is for upgrades before we get the rest online. Okay, sorry. I know this is fresh for you guys, but not fresh for me. So just working through it again. Okay, that said, this is going to be upgraded in 4 turns. Your barracks is coming out in here. We're building military points so we can do extra movements. I have some units down here to deal with this crap. We could upgrade this to a spear. Certainly a reasonable thing to think about. This unit is useless for the rest of time. Blocking the spawn there. This is perplexing to me. I do need some... I really don't need gold. Getting plenty of gold. I would like this in my borders, though. And I guess I could just build lumber mills over here. The adjacent ones are okay. So we can get there. quarries in here are fine as well. We're not close to a tech, right? So we are teching citizenship for horses. Citizenship gives us courthouses. But courthouses aren't super useful except in this city. We have 2 workers up in there already. We should definitely mark courthouses in here. No great tiles for them, sadly. Since all the tiles are hills, we could build in here if we had to. So the answer is no. We could move these workers out to help. The city needs some barracks. The city looks like it's doing pretty well except for culture. Could throw down a culture building in there. I think I should invest in another one there though. We have really good stone income. And onagers was the other thing we were building, weren't we? 5 years out. 1 turn Hestastus. I mean, I guess if you twist my arm. I'll take a 1 turn Hestastus. And we need mines because we're about to get a... that's probably what it was. That's what's sticking in my mind. We're about to get a shit ton of... or need a shit ton of iron if we want to upgrade any of these. We might not. It might just be cheaper to rebuild them, honestly. Yeah, upgrades in this game are crazy. Alright, so I do want that border expansion. So let's go there. And although Hanging Gardens is tempting, we're going to grab a hamlet. And what are we doing in here? Any of these relevant to anything? Just the museum, right? Museum is the last one at Strong Culture. It's not even that relevant. What is it giving us? All cities, 1 civic per elder specialist, pretty weak. Some victory points, okay. It's a little bit of science. Are any of my cities making more science than that? I mean, I'd be super shocked if they were. Nah, not even close. I mean, a little close. So kind of worthless, honestly. I would like the Lego ones. The Lego ones are a million miles away. Acropolis, temples. Yeah, none of this is useful to me. So this really needs to be mines. I want mines in this particular city. This is a decent mine area, but we've pretty much tapped it out. We don't have a ton of hills. There's some hills in here. That might be worth something. And a ton of hills in here, but not super relevant. The city could also, that's probably not a bad spot to bring a worker. All right, we can leave 1 local worker there, bring this worker up to help in there. Chop along the way. I'm just not sure it's super important. Let's come up there. This is a nice... the city needs a worker, so that's fine. Okay, that at least tells me what the hell is doing. I had that scratch, that itch in the back of my mind saying there's something you wanted to do. I think it was mines. That seems to ring a bell. Okay. Other than that, to the front seems fine. No other workers. We could influence... not a whole lot of people we need to influence that matter. Our brother is the exception. Is your heir, is general, is at peace. We would like to influence our brother. How old? 46, it's fine. Okay. So nicely hunkered down inside of forests for his units. 1 unit holding the city. How do we want to push? We need an onager and we're building one, so that's fine. Need some spears to keep the horses in check. We need a chariot or two. We have a chariot or two. I like strike and combat on these. I don't necessarily have to spend military points. I really do like the ability to force march and extra move. Let's probably just bring a couple of these units closer. Starting here, probably. A road wouldn't be bad either. Re-promotion is fine. Amphibious not super useful. It's almost certainly, sadly, strike. I don't like strike on non-horse units particularly. But are we going to be killing the Numidians? Some of my family Numidian and we don't really want their expansion, so probably not. But I do need to leave some units over here. We could spread them out a little bit. Spain feels like it's pretty relevant on a spear. These are each 10 experience per year, right? Okay. I don't want to finish a decree necessarily. Oh, I can't not though. Because of the way we have spent our resources, or rather how much civics we have in this city. Like another onager. Where is that going to be built? We're going to build it here? I mean, this is going to be our first city to get a citadel up. Oh, it's a stronghold, so it's not going to be the first to get a citadel up. It's going to be a while. Could use roads up there too. I could take some defensive actions over here. Wouldn't mind this. It's not too hard to get in borders if we ever get worker time. Swap these out so they heal. This unit needs to be upgraded. I think I want to spend the iron. Oh, that's the other thing we're going to be doing in 2 turns. We're going to be building a much more powerful unit. Alright, I don't really want to spam fortify every tons of resources. What am I missing with these resources? Like, oh, we have such sick income. This is 465 gold per turn. We could be rushing specialists with judges. Do we have any judge leaders? That seems like a good use of some time here. Can't do it here, can't do it there, can't do it there. Got a judge in here and a diplomat in there. What can we rush with this judge? We don't have population here. 8 years off a pop point. Okay, well that sorts that out. Is it a judge who's in here? No, it's a fucking scholar. So almost entirely useless. We have a judge in here. This is not a bad time also to steal some more. Probably out of pop though. Yeah, we're out of pop. I don't want to finish this decree though, so I could festival for a turn. Be our first festival. Okay. I feel like I need more workers, but that's only when we're not at war, or rather not directly making combat actions each turn. All right, we got more military that needs to move closer. A couple more promotions to nail. This guy could promote. Don't like focus. Swift isn't great on horses. Like they're already fast enough kind of deal. So let's grab Brave. Could force march this guy to get going a little bit faster. I don't want to spend 100 military on it though. Our fastest reinforcement point has got to be this way, right? So let's get onto the coast. Any promotions we really want there? They're all 80. They're all 20 experience coming in. Wonder why. That one's moved. That will heal. Idle heal. This one. These two are just sitting here. One in the city center makes a lot of sense. The second one doesn't make any sense there. Let's just keep massing down here. He might not have sight on that either. We have our own scout available too. Oh, we're Rome. I'm like, fuck, we're out of moves, but nah, we're Rome. Okay. And we could take a promotion here. Don't hate combat. Could just wait. Just wait. You're fine. Fortify there. We'll consider it. Alright. That's okay. Take the fortify here. We could also take Testudo here, however to say this, since that's a little bit more useful versus the horse archers that are likely to get down here. I think you can use this terrain. Okay. All right, not a super productive turn, but not too bad either. Didn't take a chancellor. Grabbing citizenship. Am I okay? Do I want to grab this gardener? Helps the family a lot, but I kind of need a couple units right now. I would love to wait until this finishes 5 turns off. Maybe we finish this one and then grab it after. Although with that amount of military overflow, yeah, I think so. Okay, I'll send it back.